Do you ever think about a mistake in your life that you still regret today? An opportunity that slipped through your fingers just because you were a little too late? If you are here to learn English through story, then you are in the perfect place. Because this is not just a story, it's a powerful session of English listening practice that will stay with you for a long time. We all have an invisible enemy in our lives. It makes no sound, it leaves no scars, but it silently steals our dreams. The name of that enemy is, "I'll do it tomorrow." This single phrase strangles the potential within us. Today, I'm going to share a powerful motivational story in English that will teach you the devastating cost of later. In the heart of a sun-drenched land lay the kingdom of Solara, a realm known for its golden fields and shimmering towers. It was ruled by a wise and just king, but the hope of the kingdom rested on the shoulders of his only son, Prince Edrin. Prince Edrin was not lazy. In fact, he was a visionary. His mind was a whirlwind of brilliant ideas and grand designs. He would spend his days in the royal library, not reading dusty old scrolls, but drawing up plans for magnificent new cities, designing unbeatable war strategies, and composing heroic poems about battles that had not yet been fought. He was a master of planning for the future. He told everyone he was getting ready to find your path to greatness. But in his obsession with the grand someday, he completely ignored the simple, crucial tasks of today. A shadow had begun to fall upon Solara. It wasn't an invading army, but a slow, creeping blight that started at the farthest edges of the kingdom. It poisoned the soil, withered the crops, and slowly made its way towards the heart of the realm. The kingdom was protected by an ancient magic, a network of sunstone wards that pulsed with a gentle light, keeping any darkness at bay. But these wards needed constant care. Every day, a small ritual had to be performed at each stone to keep its light alive. It was not glorious work. It was simple, repetitive, and quiet. The king, seeing the growing threat, summoned Prince Edrin. "My son," he said, his voice heavy with concern, "your grand plans are for a future that may not exist if we do not secure our present. The blight is a patient enemy. I am entrusting you with the most important task in the kingdom. You will oversee the care of the sunstone wards. You must ensure the ritual is performed every day without fail." Prince Edrin felt a sting of disappointment. Tending to stones? This was work for a common soldier, not a future king. He wanted to lead armies, not polish rocks. But he bowed and said, "Yes, father, I will begin tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. The next day, Edrin decided he first needed to create a more efficient system for managing the wards. He spent a week designing a new patrol schedule. Then he decided the guards' uniforms were not inspiring enough, so he spent another week designing new ones. He told himself, a great task requires perfect preparation. He was so focused on planning the how that he never got around to the doing. Weeks turned into months. In the royal library, Edrin's maps and plans grew more and more elaborate. He was busy, but he was not productive. He was a master of motion, but not action. Meanwhile, at the kingdom's edge, the first sunstone ward flickered and died. Then another. The blight seeped into the abandoned farmlands like a dark tide. Refugees began to trickle into the city, telling tales of a creeping shadow. An old wise advisor named Alara tried to warn him. She told him folk tales and old stories of past kingdoms that fell because their leaders ignored small duties. "Your Highness," she pleaded, "this is not just a task. It is a discipline. It teaches the power of focusing deeply on the present. You must let go of all distractions." Edrin dismissed her. I have a grander vision, Alara. I will defeat this blight with one swift, heroic move when the time is right. This daily work is trivial. He failed to understand that the daily work was the heroic move. The day came when the blight was no longer a distant problem. A terrifying silence fell over the capital as the sky darkened, even though it was midday. The shadow had reached their gates. The people looked to the city's own sunstone wards, their last line of defense. Panic seized Edrin. He finally abandoned his library and his useless plans and ran to the main ward in the center of the city. He saw it for the first time in months. Its light was faint, flickering like a dying candle. He placed his hands on it, trying to pour his strength into it, but it was too late. The stone was cold. The neglect of hundreds of tomorrows had starved it of its magic. With a final, sad pulse, the city's wards went dark. The shadow swept over the walls. The king found his son on his knees before the dead stone, the ghosts of his wasted days swirling around him. The king was not angry. He was heartbroken. You were waiting for a war to prove you were a hero, the king said softly. But the war was happening every single day. It was a quiet war against time, and you surrendered without a fight. This English story is a powerful study motivation story. It is a Zen story about the present moment. Edrin's kingdom is our own life. His grand plans are our dreams for the future. And the Sunstone Wards, they are our daily habits. The small things we know we should do, but keep pushing to tomorrow. True dare to do motivation isn't about one heroic act. It's about having the courage to do the small, boring, necessary work every single day. This is how you truly learn English through story, not by watching one video, but by making it a daily practice. You must learn the power of a quiet mind, the ability to empty your mind of all the future worries and focus on the one small step you can take right now. If this story resonated with you, you are in the right place. Here on our English Stories channel, MetaBloom Stories, subscribe and become part of our family. Now tell me in the comments, what is the one Sunstone Ward in your life that you will tend to starting today?